Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, Delmas Graphics here. And today guys, I'm going to be showing you how to create a simple typography flyer design using Photoshop. And I'll try my best to make it as quick and simple as possible. So without further ado guys, let's get started. So guys, for this project I'm using a 2000 by 2000 pixel size, a 300 resolution and an RGB color mode. And then I'll hit on create. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be placing the image that I'll be using for this design. Okay. So this is a really excited lady. And I think it will be able to pass the message that I'm trying to achieve using this design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be hiding this layer for now. And then I'm going to be heading over to my test tool. And I'm going to type in the text that I'll be using for this project, which is just simply T, G, I, and F. So Control A, and then I'm going to increase the font size. And I think I'm okay with this font. And do well to remember, guys, that all the fonts that I'm using for this project can be found at the description below. So I'll be dropping a link which you can use to access my Dropbox, where you can find all these files that I'm using for this project. So for the leading, guys, I think I'll be going with 60. Okay, let me see if that works out perfectly for me. Okay, let me try out 65. I think it's still too close. Okay, let me just 68. Okay, so then I'll hit Control A on my keyboard and I'll make sure this is aligned perfectly. Control D to deselect and then Control T, and I'll hit Alt and Shift. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to use my transform controls to increase this text. This can actually be different on newer versions of Photoshop because I'm actually using an older version of Photoshop. So I'll head over to my text tool and I'll type in the rest of the text that I need for this design. The weekend, okay. The weekend is here. Okay, so Control A. Head over to my character panel, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the tracking. Okay, let me then reduce the font size a little bit. Okay, so let me just head over to the tracking. For this, I'll be using a loose tracking for this write-up because I just wanted to add this to add more spice or to add more meaning to the design, not that's actually carrying a vital information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to my font selection and I'm going to change the font to Eleron. Okay, I have to wait for that to load up. Okay, I think I made a mistake here. Okay. Okay, for this I'll be using Eleron semi-bold. And I'll reduce this a little bit. Okay, let me just use 9 pt. Okay, let me reduce it further. Okay, I think this is okay. So once we have, okay, let me change this typeface to bold because I think I'm actually struggling to see this right up here. So let me just change it to bold and then Control A to make sure it's aligned to the center, and then Control D to deselect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unhide the image of the lady right here, and I'll take it above the text layer. And what I want to do is I want to adjust this manually. Okay, so I think this is perfect. Okay. Okay, wait, let me just adjust the tracking for this text. I think the I and the F is too close, which will affect what I'm trying to achieve. So let me just work on the tracking. Okay. Okay, let me go with -25. Let me see how that works out. Control A, make sure it's aligned. Okay, Control D, and then I'll get back the picture of the lady to the design by unhiding it. So we have her right here, and then I'll move her. Okay. Okay, so I think this is perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this image. Then I'll select the two text and I'm going to convert it to a smart object. And then I'll select my smart object. And then we have this contents in the smart object. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go head over to image, canvas size, and okay, let me set this to pixels, and I'll actually increase the pixel values to 5000 by 5000. Okay, so once I'm done with this, I'm going to save it and then hold it over to the previous window and then hit Ctrl T, and then I'll hit this warp icon right here, and then for my warp I'll change it to wave, and then for my bend I think I'll be going with 10. Okay, so let me just go with this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Ctrl A on my keyboard, and then I'm going to hide the image of the lady, and then taking above this layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this perfectly to the area I want it. Okay, I think I'm very okay with this. So the way I'm going to be achieving this effect that I want to achieve is that I'll be using layer mask to actually achieve this effect. So show you guys how I'll be doing that. I head over to my layers panel, and then in this layer that we have the lady, the excited lady, I will create a layer mask. So the reason why I'm creating this layer mask is that it will be actually much more easier for me to achieve what I want to achieve by creating the layer mask without making any selection, because if I make any selection on it first, I'll actually be confused along the line. So that's why I did this. So with my layer mask created, I'll set the foreground color to black. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a selection of this text by hitting Control and selecting the layer. Okay, so once this is done, you notice that a selection has been made, a selection of the text has been made. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to my layer mask, and with my foreground color set to black, I'll use the brush tool to remove the parts that I don't want to see in this image. So it's as simple as that, guys. So let me just increase my brush size. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide some parts of this lady that is actually intercepting the text. And pay attention, guys, to what I'll be doing at this point. So I'll be using the layer marks on this place. We have the eye. So let me just do that. Okay. Okay, so I'm actually only applying the effect to the eye, but if you want to go further with this, you can actually use it for any part that you want or any type of adjustment that you want to do. So for now, I'll just be doing it with the eye to actually make it look nice. And then I'll select Ctrl D on my keyboard to deselect, and then I'll head over to this window once again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, okay, let me just select a color using my eyedropper tool from the lady's jeans. Okay, that's the reason why I did select that color is because of I'm still on the layer mask. So To select the color, I need to go to another layer that is not on the layer mask, and then I'll select the color of the lady. Okay. Head over to the previous window, and I'll actually make this color much darker. Okay. So I'll be changing the color of the text TGIF to this color that I just selected right here. Okay, let me darken it a little bit. Okay. And then I'll hit Ctrl S. And then notice that it applies to the image that or to the window that I'm working on. So let me just zoom this out a little bit. Okay, and then Control T. Then I'll place it. Okay. So this is already looking very, very good. So you can use this for any form of design that you want to achieve. It's actually very, very simple. I try my best to make it much more easier to understand than using the complex method to show you guys how to achieve this. So I just felt like making something on this for you guys to know, or for you guys to see how I really achieved that design. And all thanks to God that I have a system that I'm actually working with right now. So that will be more beneficial to us because we will be doing many designs back to back, many tutorials back to back. Now that we have a system that we can work with, so it's very, very awesome, guys. That we'll get to be creating something awesome together. So with all that said and done, guys, the video is actually over. We've actually achieved what we wanted to achieve, and I want to thank you guys for staying to the end of this video. Thank you guys for supporting me, even when I didn't actually have a system to work with. You guys were still understanding. I guys still stood by me, so I want to use this opportunity to thank you all. Thank you and thank you and thank you. So Mez Graphics out. See you on my next video coming in a short time.